we've all kind of been kicking this around,
Mhm.
knowing what a draw the Commanders are now with Jaden and how well all their games did, and then going to the NFC title game.
Mhm.
Like, there was a legitimate conversation last night about Washington could be in the NFL season opener, the Thursday night game that the Super Bowl winner gets to host. It could be Washington either way, in
Mhm.
Philly or Kansas City.
Yep.
And they're one of few teams that can say that, right? Like, some of
Totally.
that's just a scheduling quirk that's determined the year before.
Mhm.
Um, but you already know who Washington's playing and where.
Yeah.
Now it just becomes a matter of when. I think this is going to be an all prime time. Like, the
This year
amount
gonna
of
be
Sunday 1:00 games is going to be few and far
it's gonna
between.
be a primetime year.
Yeah.
And you know, I expect and I'm hoping that the team grow with it because schedule will be different this year, brother.
Yeah, man. And you're playing more playoff teams.
Yeah.
Just playing the AFC West. Chargers are good. Broncos are good. Chiefs are good. Raiders stink, but maybe
But
Pete
I'll
Carroll
answer the
turns that
question.
around.
I'll answer the question like Quan did to you. We're good too.
Totally.
So,
Yo, and that's got to be your attitude.
yeah.
Philly's not worried about a primetime schedule or
Yeah.
going to play the Chargers in LA or whatever the
Mhm.
case is. I do find it pretty fascinating. So there's this Twitter account called Nerding on the NFL.
Uh-huh.
NFL nerd, and he's got 30, 40,000 followers. Like, this dude or this person that runs this account is really, really deep into this stuff.
Mhm.
That's not to say it's correct, but like, they're taking a good, long, hard look at everything, looking ahead. And we won't have the actual NFL schedule till May or whatever it is,
Mhm.
but they'll leak some stuff. The first thing we're going to know, because they announce these international games mad early to, I guess, let people book travel,
Promote it.
whatever it is, promote it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the international game, the only one, I guess they've only announced the home teams for some of them. Like, they've announced that the Chargers are playing in Brazil, I believe. Who's playing in Australia? Is that the Rams, maybe?
I don't know.
The Steelers are playing in Dublin. You got a whole bunch of London games. Those don't even stand out anymore. And then you've got the Dolphins playing in Madrid. Washington plays at Miami this year. The way they announce these international games, I think we'll find out sooner than later who the Dolphins are playing in Madrid.
Mhm.
If you're trying to book your travel now,
Better book it.
you're probably looking at, like, according to this NFL nerd on X, he's got that game week 11, which would probably be like November 16th.
Mhm.
Do they play the international games on a Sunday? Right? They do, right?
Most of them are.
Because it, like, starts today. It's like Sunday at 9 a.m.
Yeah. But as they go forward, they may start adjusting some of them.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they play the Brazil one on Friday night. I'm also still surprised they play in Sao Paulo and not Rio, but I don't know enough about that.
Mm.
This dude has the Commanders playing the Dolphins week 11 in Madrid. I've heard that rumored. You've heard it rumored.
I've heard rumors about that.
I've heard lots of rumors because I've also heard some rumors about Brazil week 1.
I'll take Madrid.
Yeah, I'm not complaining either way. I think I've heard more about the Madrid game, but I've definitely heard a little bit of Brazil talk. Either way, it wouldn't be a surprise if Washington gets their first international game since the 2017 season.
What game was that? That was the London game?
It was the London game against the Bengals. Was that
Yeah.
16 or 17? It might have been 16, honestly.
That wasn't a tie game, was it?
That was the tie, dude.
Oh, Lord.
I
won't see none of those.
Yeah. No. But how about this? This is according to NFL Nerd, and this is hard. This is in no capacity official.
Mhm.
All right. Let me stress that. He has the Commanders opening week 1, not against the Eagles on Thursday night. Rather, opening in Arrowhead Sunday Night Football week 1.
Hmm.
That would be
Bonkers.
a rowdy atmosphere.
I'll tell you, I played in Arrowhead, and I'm telling you, brother, loud as hell.
Yeah, I've worked some games there.
That thing is loud.
So week 1, you open on the road. Week 2, you get a home game, right? That's how that generally works.
Yeah.
Week 2, home Monday Night Football, hosting the Denver Broncos.
All right. Great.
Yeah.
I mean, we get what's the quarterback?
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix against JD.
Now, again, this is hardly official, but this is not like
it's hardly official, but
random
you can get
dude.
excited about it a little bit.
Well, here's the other part of this. To make this work, think about the level of math involved.
Just having time.
Yeah, sure. But B, look, like he doesn't just build out Washington's schedule. He builds out the entire NFL schedule, 272 games.
How long he's been doing this?
Like 6 years.
How many times he been right?
I mean, getting everything right, probably never.
Give me 90%. 80%.
Yeah, like he hits at a pretty good rate.
If he's at 80%, then I'll listen to him.
I don't know the specific number, but this dude is relatively respected in a nonsensical field, frankly, of mock scheduling. So, dude, listen to this. At Chiefs Sunday night NFL opener. Week 2, Monday night at home against the Broncos.
Okay.
Week 3, the 4:00 game in Lambeau.
I'll take that. You know why? It's week 3. They're not going to wait on it, because if you wait about to 8 or 9, you'll be freezing up there.
Week 4, for what seems like a tradition that happens every year, Bears in Landover, Thursday Night Football.
Bears in Landover? They got to travel here again?
Dude, it seems like the Bears play here every year, doesn't it?
Wow.
When's the last time they played at Chicago?
I can't recall.
That when like D. Hall had 4 interceptions of Jay Cutler?
That could be it.
Remember he said, he's like, man, if I played Jay Cutler every year, I'd be in the Hall of Fame.
Probably could.
Dog, this is a banana. This is also not real, so I shouldn't spend too much brain power on this.
Getting a little excited here, Jay.
It gets you juiced up, man.
You're getting a little excited.
Week 1, Sunday night in Arrowhead. Week 2, Monday night at home. Week 3, at Green Bay. Week 4, a Thursday nighter at home. And then week 5, Jerry World.
All right, 1 o'clock game?
Yeah, noon local.
So we get 3 prime times in a row? Then
dude,
all off?
2 prime times. A 4 o'clock I would guess would be the National Fox game.
I think that 4 o'clock is prime time too.
Then another prime time at home. I mean, that is crazy. So of the prime time slated, of the actual night games, they got Eagles, Commanders, week 6, another Sunday night football. And that's now 4. I think you're only allowed to play 5. You're supposed, like they try to limit the amount of a team can play in primetime. And
is it like that every year they do it?
Yeah, it's like an NFL rule.
Or they try to.
So then they have them again week 16, Sunday night in Los Angeles against the Chargers. And then week 18, you can't schedule anything. It's all TBD anyway. And that's also with a European game. Again, check it out at Nerding on NFL on X. It's hardly official, but it's really interesting to watch. This would also mean another late season bye for your Commanders.
They got to work on that bye thing.
This would be a week 12 bye, which is 2 weeks prior to the last one.
Too long.
Yeah, and that's coming off a Europe trip.
Yeah.
Euro trip.